Hey guys, I'm here to talk to you about The Witcher 3 Wild Hunt and why this game is really important for me, and I do think it's going to define this generation. So this game is massive. First thing you do notice is it's enormous, and the scale is not just everything. The scale you don't see it just by the map and everything you can travel. The scale you see about the quality of the presentation. You know, the trees, the animals, every people, everything, the boats and the horse, the brooch and the other horses, and everything is amazing. The creatures are mentally perfect. Perfect, really. The contract, Witcher contract, is one of the best things in the game, and you do find some really weird things, but always worth it because it's a smart game. It's a really smart game. You have to deal with Witcher in the best way you can. So, talking about the world, you give a sense in this world, and when I want to say this is that the game is huge. You deal casually with creatures everywhere in the world. Actually, they sometimes are different from the part of the world, so it gives another sense, another idea, and keeps you motivating to explore. Just to find new things. Just that reason is fantastic to keep on going. Give 100 hours or 200 hours or more to this game. But the quests are for me the best thing in this game. The quests because they are really smart. You have the Baron's story, which is really moving. It's really touching. It's actually harder than I was thinking it should be as a game. It could be, but it works out really well. And it's actually that quest is actually nominated for a golden stick, so it's not a small thing. But for me, it's not even the best. For me, the best quests, you can have the story about the king in Skellige and many others, especially the Witcher contracts. As I said, is the thing, one of the best things in the game. And you have a lot. You have a botch, and you have a haunted house. You have everything. It's amazing, really smart, really innovative, and it keeps you going. Even if you're not an RPG, really no a massive fan of RPG games, you do need to play this game. This game is amazing. But keep on going. Sorry. The Witcher. So the quest log is quite vast. You have a lot of options, and you can do it in order that you might prefer. Although they give you a level base, as you should use. You have, for instance, you are level 19, and this quest is only recommended for people over 25, for instance. And you might risk it. It's all your choice. But sometimes you see, oh, it's a lot of difference. Maybe I should, level up a bit, or should, prepare me better, or everything. And it's just not the idea, though. Oh, new quest, let's go. It's not that. You have to really be more strategic. And probably the game that I've played, RPG game, Western RPG, right? That gives you the sense of being more strategic and be smarter about your options. So, I talked about the scale, and I cannot stress it enough. It's huge, and it's rightly so. You should invest every part of the game. You should really meet the beautiful Skellige. It's absolutely one of the best games and best places I've seen in a video game. And Novigrad, I'm actually in love with Novigrad because I have the opportunity to travel, to Netherlands and Belgium and everything. So Scotland too. You see, these places are more present. It seems, oh, this game is actually based on some places in these countries. And a country, of course, Germany, so surely has some places like that. And you should really invest. But if you recognize the places are really, really awesome. You have your best friend Roach, and you have to say we all have a special care for Roach, I guess. So it's kind of weird, transporting and everything. On Australia's even calling him Demon Horse, and actually is the best, probably the best reference. But you do like Roach, and I keep on liking Roach. So yeah, that's as you can see, the world is huge, huge. All right, so the quest log. Gives you importance, small, a lot more importance to the special, to the main quest. So, main quest, you have to find Siri, as I said. You find Siri, you have two obviously different parts. The moments that you are trying to find Siri, and the moments that you are trying to protect her, let's say like that. And finding her is not for me. The second part is better than the first one. I've seen different opinions on why. I do understand why people might prefer the first one. It's more exploration. It's more a sense of not as direct story as the second part. It's true. Yeah, the flashbacks on the first part are actually really cool. But I prefer the second one, because you deal with more serious issues and you have to be smarter. I do think that. I think you have to understand better what to do in the foreseeing future. And when I thought the game was actually going to be over, yeah, oh no, you keep on fighting. You have to do other things now. Alright, so, I'm playing in a castle, I'm battling these jackasses, and what I do now. And they say, no, 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 it's just, you have to understand that Siri is stronger than all of us. And you do know that, you do sense that, but, it gives you a little of a turn. For me, it gives, but maybe because I'm too standardized, because action games are actually quite predictable today. Even Uncharted, the series that I really like, it's quite predictable at the moments. And this game does not have that in that moment. And the fact that you have at least, as I know, three different endings, it gives you more replay value and gives me perspective. Because the main thing about this game, and you know if you played, if you don't, if you see anything online, you do know about this. You choose your answers. You choose what to do, and that choice is not small thing. It's not okay. It's not Walking Dead from Telltale. Yeah, of course, that games. The Wolf Among Us. Yeah, those games are different in this genre because they are standardized to give you that idea. And I do love those games, alright, but I do prefer the Witcher reference because you have way more degree of working here, and the Witcher 3 in the decisions that you have to do affect the ending. And the first ending I have was the one I want really to cherish. Is the best one for me. Because I'm not going to spoil directly because people may not play it, but your decisions, don't take them softly. Not in the game, not in life actually. But here you do see that the importance of your decision, and the fact that you may want to stay with Triss, the fact you want to stay with Yennefer, what you do, in regards to protecting or defending Ciri are really important. The fact that, and your alliances and everything that you work out with, it's really important in the ending. So another thing that this game had quite different was Gwent. People, a lot of people say that they don't like. People say don't like. They do like. I didn't like in the beginning. I didn't like actually. I started. I was like bored. When I was younger. I played a lot of Magic the Gathering. So I'm not saying I don't like card games. I wasn't into Gwent, but I have to say I'm sorry, CD. Actually, the game is really good. And it's kind of weird to say this. It's changing, but the change goes when you start to be better than the Gwent. I have to be a little better so I could, actually talk more about it. Because it wasn't fair if I say I don't like it, but I'm going to say good things about it. It's not fair. So I did like it. I'm not in love with it. It's not, as a masterpiece, but I would like to play it, on the DS, on the Vita, or whatever, on the PC, and just a Gwent game. It was, here's the information for you, CD. Make a spin-off game about Gwent. I even have here the Witcher 3 Wild Hunt, Hearts of Stone expansion. I didn't play it yet, I'm going to soon, but I have cards, and I'm actually really amazed to have Gwent cards with me. So, kudos there. It wasn't necessary, but it was as a fantastic add-on to the game. The menus are actually really cool. It's really organized. In fact, I don't like the fact that I have to use oils. I don't use oils. It's really harder without them, I know, but I don't use oils. I don't like oils. It's really smart to do it, and people should invest them. I just don't like. And yeah, use potion. Of course, you have a lot of chemistry issues and everything. You have really smart catalog and everything. And you should invest in the best ways to get better gear. You should if you are stuck in some parts, you should see how to get better gear. Use properly your potions and everything. And even your signs. We all have to use Igni, it's true, but there are many others that are actually quite useful. And combat, as I'm saying, is really important, and it's one of the best things in the game. Because I like Monster Hunter as Monster Next guy. Yeah, yeah, I do like Monster Hunter. I would like a new game in the PS4 or on Xbox One or on PC. But yeah, I have The Witcher, so I actually am quite well served right now. And the scale of this, and you have you have no restraints in the way you fight. You have to be smart, yes. You have to adapt your game to the enemies, yes. But that's everything, and that's everything you need to start. From there, it's your call. It's your decision. You have to be smarter than the enemy. Sometimes it's actually harder because you're not dealing with one, two, or three, or you're dealing with 10. And dealing with humans is different with creatures. And creatures is different from one that flies than one that doesn't. In everything, you have to be smart. At least try to be smart. I'm not saying I'm smart. You have to be rational about it. So, kudos for the CD to even have the fantastic combat. Every game has flaws, so I should say a couple of things. First, the underwater movements are quite ridiculous. I don't know what the hell happened. It's not as intuitive as the rest of the game is, and it really upsets me because sometimes you have to go underwater to get a freaking chest or everything, and I really get upset. I really get upset because it makes no sense sometimes. And it does bother me more than anything. It does bother me even more than the glitches, yeah, and the bugs, because you have small pop-ups right now in the patches. Pop-ups, they do are actually boring, but alright, you do deal with them quite well. Not the issue there. So that's a point that I would like, in future ideas of CD to be more, to be better in these moments. So the combat, as I said, there's one thing I would like to add are the fights. The fights, man to man, not without swords and everything. The brawl masters things. So it's no, not as good as I was actually I would like, but quite doable, kind of okay. Actually those and the horse racings are good add-ons. You don't really need them, but actually okay. So you deal with them if you want. Actually, if you don't, you can avoid most of them. So it's okay. I like it. I'm seeing the time. I actually taking a lot of your time. So what I want to say is, please, if you like video games and you have a lot of time free, which most of us don't, you should invest in this game. This game is really worth your time. Support this company. They actually are, for me, this is so far is GOTY, and it's the best game of the year. I didn't, play MGS5, so I can't say, and Fallout is not out yet. But if this game, I can say this, if this game was released last year, it, have the GOTY, they would be the best game. No worries. I do like Shadow of Mordor. I do like Dragon's Age Inquisition. This game for me is better than them. So, no. Congratulations to the Polish team. Congratulations to everyone who was involved in this game. I really hope you buy it. Please subscribe. I'm trying to do more. It's the beginning. Give me feedback if you don't like. Just say why you don't like and explain. I'm trying to get more better stuff and then stop improvising as much. So thanks guys and see you next time.
Very funny.